Alfred Scott preparing to get this underway. He's known for his really big moves. Be interesting to see whether he adds some flow into his run this year.
All right, nice Kong front down. Cartwheel right into that palm flip, already showing more flow than I've seen from Alfred in a long time. Setting up for that classic gargoyle gainer that he's made into one of his signature moves here. Really clean and smooth so far for Alfred Scott. Nice right into that pin flip. Coming up onto the bars. This is where we want to see him shine. Oh, last year's sickest trick in the middle of his first heat.
Stepping up.
Push gainer. Nice laid out technique, using that height. Very clean moves from Alfred so far. Coming up, dash over Kong and Webster down. And a wall flip off that ledge to finish it where he's about to throw down. I can only imagine it's going to be big and it's going to be crazy. Oh, wow. Just really tight precision into that wall spin, smoothly making his way down the left side of the course. Another nice precision. He's just combining these skills really cleanly right now. Making his way back up.
He's moved all the way down and then 3/4 of the way back up the course.
Wow, front catch right into the outward side, off the bar. Added a ton more flips than he had last year. You can see he's been upping his repertoire. Massive precision over that big drop.
So plenty of transfers, some huge moves, and combined with the speed and flow. One of the most experienced ArtOfMotion competitors out there.
Very clean back full from Pamela, making her way to one of the awnings. Skipping over the right side of the course, using some of that space to make some nice flow. Ronnie down. Cash vault coming up onto the bars. Nice move. Oh, nice palm gainer off the bar.
So delicate with that.
In a crane back, making it much harder. If you notice, she was only on one foot and the other is on the front side of the wall. Very technical. And he's getting started here. His way up. Nice palm flip off the wall. Wall flip. Coming down. Oh, casting back into precision, straight into that back full.
Beautiful
nice
style.
Surprise move. Front flips over the gap, coming onto the bars. This is one of his favorite areas. Comes up to crane. I think he wanted a little bit more power that first swing. Let's see what he gets here. Nice, big lachey precision. Front flips down onto the ledge. And he's going to call it. Super clean style and great combinations. Very clean so far. Coming down, Kong front over that wall. Finding a vault with a flip there. And coming to the far side of the course, a section we haven't seen anyone yet. There you go. Nice. Using that far edge of that course to give him a nice hyper twist off the wall.
This is that left-hand side you talked about working technically.
Yeah, but it also is forcing him to have to come back up the course. Some smaller jumps here. Slowing down a little bit on these bars. Coming back to that precision. Landing and gaining everything off the ledge. Back off. Double A twist. Stumbles a little bit coming into the vault, but he landed the flip clean. These younger athletes trying to gauge how much they have to put out to compete with these veterans. Some nice ground work into that highest level of difficulty move. So there, straight away with that gainer side, coming over the walls into a pin flip onto the curved top of that roof, making it even harder. Like seeing him, wow! Going for that touchdown double frisbee. Carting into a flip off the wall. Just so amazing to see in the middle of the run so smoothly. Each of these techniques just hitting it. You could see that look on his face and that double H was stomping out and calling and his title.
Wow.
Nice angled precision, drops down backwards into that back full. Very clean, one of the moves we saw him hit last year. Oh, that 180 jump straight into that plyo gainer. Cork off the tiniest ledge. You can see him using all these really tiny ledges to make his transitions. What's he got here? Super clean double cork, but just stumbles back. He had such a nice, but look at that. Running jump to pounce into that back and a huge front flip over the gap to finish it.
Eye-foot coordination for landing on narrow objects.
Look at that outside twist with the other leg, pushing these movements and keeping it so close to the walls, bouncing into that inward side, vaulting through and coming onto the rail. Side pre onto the rail. What? That's an 8-foot high ledge, and he is flipping onto a 2-inch rail. Coming through again with the outside leg, full covering for Sydney. So he only found out a couple hours before this comp he was going to be in it. So far, some nice flow into position, dropping onto that really tight ledge. Front flipping onto the dome.
Taking that spot from Sydney Olsen after her injury.
Yeah, so he's had the least amount of time to prepare his run. That might be why you're seeing him look back and forth a little bit about where he's trying to go. So far, very smooth, known for his explosive power. Figuring out where he's going to go to finish this run. He's already making his way back across the roof, down onto that final ledge, finishing with that. And here he goes. All right, dashing down, making his way to the far side of the course, setting up that nice, clean 360 dive roll, popping up here. Oh, wow, 180 into Kong down, and stomping that double side. Very, very clean move from DK. We saw it in his ArtOfMotion online submission, and that cast up into that back roll up, 180 up to the palm flip off the rail, rolling over onto the ledge. Nice Kaku full down, setting up here. Nice side full over that final bar. And sticking that double full, really tight precisions. Starting off with that vortex side, it's a 360. Before you do that side flip, stumbles a little bit, comes down into the step through, touchdown side. 720 dive roll, loses his hat, and takes the massive gainer down. Not letting anything slow him up here. Coming back for a big run up for this nice flip precision down onto that ledge. You can't see it, but there's a big drop just to the left of that.
Well, we're looking at it now.
Oh yeah, here, all of that right on top of it, and Dom coming with a dive Kong over it. Now Dom did suffer a bit of a leg.
The ArtOfMotion in the early days between 2007 and 2011. Been absent for a little bit, are now back with Ed Scott.
Very nice double full from him, coming down, do a worm back off that wall, again taking off just from his hands, a little cast off, coming down to a nice tiny precision, stepping through, getting pretty clean wall flip into a cart side, and then pin flip down onto that platform. Nice little tricking line across the final part, and quite taken off there, but
he's going for something big here.
Without a doubt. Oh, double side to start things off, right into that worm gainer, and it looks like he palm flips down the stairs. Nice front flip drop, making it look twice as big as it does for everyone else. He does that same move that Nate Weston did, but inside the bar cage, making it even harder, shooing the cameraman out of the way. I think these guys just can't even keep up with how fast Joey's moving through this course. And it's that pike back. Oh, he's not done yet, but they've already seen all of them. So he's probably suffering in that area.
Kalen Chan kicks off his run.
Kong gainer just to start things off. That's one of the hardest moves. And then that palm flip into the drop on that tiny little space. Huge front down. And doing that half rated into a half dive roll. Really smooth, nice big dive roll over the gap. See what he sets up for here. Nice, using that little half circle into that pimp flip off. Nice wall flip on that really low ledge. Penguin slide to Kong down. Now, that looks quite cheeky, but it's actually very technical because he
was in the running for best trick.
I easily think she has, with her very, very unique style, the ability to come away with something that no other human being could land, which she did a few years ago here in Santorini. Oh, you can see her sliding down the course into place, stumbles a little bit on that step as she sets up to get into place here. But very smooth, nice pin flip off that very tiny ledge. Hopefully we'll get a replay later so you can see how tricky that is. Coming up here into nice worm back off her elbows. Coming through very smooth into this final piece, and a nice he gets a lot of love. Aerial, one of the hardest working guys in the sport. Nice inward A twist coming up, nice style. Kong gainer going down the stairs. It's always hard to tell what he's doing. That's hyper twist out of that double full. That means 2.5 twists into a cork on top of that curved dome. Coming here, little bit of creative moves here as he sets up for something. Coming into the middle section, nice double A twist, cards out. Come down onto that final section and a big front flip down. And he's calling it. Jeff is one of our online qualifiers. He's known for his video style. Oh, look at that. 180 into that palm outward side. Comes down onto the left side of the course, does a little precision side up, and then easily hits that back double full, a 720 backflip that he just has to cart out of a little bit. And smoothly coming in onto the course, nice boomerang. And then that, oh, he does that Kong gainer down off the ledge, but just can't quite get around. Pimp flip onto that lowest platform and then front flips to finish it.
Oh, look at the disappointment on
Chan
his face. Is guaranteed his spot with just one man left to drop. Alexander Torini. The Ukrainian was known as Blue Shorts for the entire of the on-site qualifiers because no one had ever seen him before. He's lining up for something
clearing
big.
The crowd. He's pushing people out of the way, looking for a huge jump. Giant 360 dive roll over the gap. Coming into place here, probably setting up for this nice side, straight into that pounce back out of the side flip. Nice cheek gainer. This is a much more fluid run than we saw. Great dive Kong.
Beautiful rhythm
over the
to
gap.
it.
Ooh, doesn't quite stick that gainer precision, but is able to keep himself moving. Very nice drop down into place and finishing with a side flip into the final section.
Okay, Valtteri Luoma-Aho, the man who smiles all the way through his run. He really, really enjoyed his heat run. Let's see what he's got here for the finals.
Get a good cork up off that little ledge. Coming down onto the dome. Big front flip down. Nice off-axis back. Skipping a lot of these big parts. Takes a dive roll here. And a front flip down onto this final ledge. And a nice double full. Nobody else has sticking that landing something really exciting. And hits that wall bounce again.
Unbelievable.
Over the top of the course.
It's one of the most
turning around for some really smooth strides. Oh!
Was he going for the precision
jump
onto that little ledge there?
Yeah, and he made the distance, but didn't quite get that landing I think he wanted, but he kept moving out of it, so we'll see how much the judges take away for that. But look, he's made his way all the way back up to the top of the course, and he's done a palm spin to turn around. Big front flip over the drop, and then takes Kalen's Chan. Smooth, that penguin slide to the Kong on the ledge, but I love this moment of anticipation before it goes down. Kong gainer in that tight spot, drops down onto the stairs, palm flips onto that staircase. You can see how he's landing actually on the stairs there for that move. Calls it out. 360 to dive Kong down, and he's coming over to the far side of the course. Oh, Webster's up to Kong down. Little surprise move there. And then 180 into that pop off the wall. A lot of these moves are ones that only DK can hit. Look how clean that wall flip with the 720 is, and just stomps it in such a tight landing. You see how close he is to the cameras and everything. Lazy back over the wall. He's slowing down a little bit for some of these moves and stopping, so his flow score is definitely being held back, but I think he's focusing on the execution. Little DK flip out there. Signature move that he created himself with that kick.
Wow.
Nice smooth flow to finish it.
That was phenomenal. As you said, there's so many different...
Well, I know Nate Weston always focuses on a couple moves that he wants to hit for sure and how he can put them all together. Nice, using that vaulting position, coming from sitting, having to combine hands and feet. Oh, and that Webster straight into Webster on the dome, making that position even more difficult to hit. Look at that 180 catch right into that cast. That so nice.
Incredible flow here.
A little fake out there.
Having just watched the Ukrainian, aka Blue Shorts.
Yeah, as you can see, his first time in the finals, his first time at the ArtOfMotion, first time in front of an international crowd, and he smashes that running pounce to backflip. We saw Bart do it in his first run. Oh, wow! A huge drop in that gainer precision. I can't wait to show you guys a replay on that. Nice side flip over the gap. Oh, it looks like Todorenko's already bringing the run that we were hoping for from him. It's coming down with a nice vault into place, clearing another gap with that side flip. He's flipping over gaps that other people were jumping over.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? There's no fear and there's no expectation, and that's set him free.
Yeah, that hesitation is just absolutely invisible on his run. If it's there at all, we can't tell. But
Take a nap, Alexander. Take a nap.
So high up, and this gainer precision, amazing. That more from the young Ukrainian.
Okay, Kalen Chan is ready to drop the last man, the only person who can steal Alexander Titorenko's thunder, and he looks so relaxed.
Oh, wow. He is setting up for, oh! What an insane way to start that gargoyle gainer off of his elbows. I've never seen a gargoyle gainer set up like that.
But as we've seen with the big risk moves early on, it can cost you, and there was a slight stumble.
Yeah, he's moving pretty slow right now, but full in, back out. Stomping it. I've never seen that thrown in competition onto hard ground. Cast over Kong gainer. Another stumble for Kalen Chan. That's definitely going to ding him on those flow points, but really, really high level of difficulty on 2 moves I've never seen thrown in competition like this before. Finishing it out with a super casual cork, just to signature moves. It's so cool to see.
Okay, so now we go on to the prize giving, and the first prize that comes out today is to the Russian Alexandra Shevchenko. She beats out Pamela Forster, the woman who she shared this trophy with back in 2013. So plenty of things for Eastern Europe to celebrate today.
Absolutely. You can see here connecting a lot of these really tight combos, putting together some good footwork, and then some really great power moves. That pin flip you're going to see off the low ledge right here, and she came into it so smoothly. And then, of course, finishing out with that nice worm back off the wall right here at the end of her run. A well-deserved win from Sheva.
So the ex-Russian national gymnast takes out the trophy here in 2017. Free runners.
DK trying to take a selfie as he walks up onto the podium, trips up, so he has to Webster step out just to show he's still got it.
For a man who's done so much for this sport, DK is one of the most humble and grateful men in free running. Very, very deserved performance there. He'll be disappointed not to take the win, but I think even he will bow down to the level of running that we've seen here today. In second place, it's the American, you called him Frosty, Nate Weston.
Yeah, I was close to this podium, but not quite, although everybody expected to see Nate Weston back here in the finals again. Seeing him on the podium is great. I'm sure we're going to see him come back again so he can get that elusive Art of Motion title. But for this year, it goes to the man in those infamous blue shorts, Alexander Titorenko.
The Ukrainian is a student of the sport. You can see the way he built that run, the way he progressed through the day. He has gone from quite literally no one to the very top, the pinnacle of free running this week. And he has taken out the most coveted trophy in the sport. 2017 Art of Motion champion, Alexander Titorenko.
If I had any more trophies back here, I would give them to him.
There it is, yeah, there's the best trick. So
officially in his hands, a champion through and through.
First place and best trick.
I think this may be the first time in Red Bull Art of Motion history that we have seen the winner.